Like,
hello and welcome to Last Leg Parlays episode 5. Happy to have you with us. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you are here live, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you go to the page. Make sure you subscribe. I am here with my beautiful esteemed colleagues, Butch and Charms. How are you guys today? How was your week?
Week was great. Olympics started. Got my fix in. USA getting pumped and ready for the men's hockey. Let's go.
Nothing better.
Let's go.
Nothing better.
Bleeding red, white, and blue right now.
Yep. I have no idea what's going on in any of the sports, but man, am I interested in all of them, and I love it.
I think it's interesting when you start looking at it, and I know we talked about this offline, but when you start looking at like a sport like curling that you never watch or anything like that, and all of a sudden you're just like all in, you're invested.
Yeah. Curling.
I've been invested in like 10 years on curling. I don't know it.
Before, hold on, hold your horses, hold your red, white, blue. I know the colors don't run. Before we get into that, we got breaking news. Trinidad Chambliss granted a 19th year to return to college football. What do you guys think about that? Now, the NCAA said no 3 times now. Some judge apparently says yes, he can go back because when he was, what year was that? 2012 or whatever?
12.
When he was a sophomore at Ferris State, he had some lung issue and didn't play any snaps. So they gave him another eligibility year because of that. It's getting crazy. I mean, what do you got to say?
I think it's just telling of what this atmosphere is like and the environment that we're in currently, because this is the same thing that happened to the Duke quarterback. He got an injunction before the NCAA granted him an ability to leave. So I think it's one of those where it's like, hey, we have the rules, but if you get an injunction, bro, like you're good.
Yeah.
Like get a judge to sign off and you'll be all right.
Yeah. And this sets so many crazy hold on one second, because we have our humble leader telling us to do something. We better do it before we get kicked off. Let me turn that off. Yeah, it sets a precedent now where it's getting crazy. Guys are just gonna get 7, 8, 9, 10 years of college. And then Joe Judge getting up on the stand and being like, oh, well, he needs another year. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You don't just get another year because you need one.
Where does it end? Like, that's the problem we're at right now. It's a slippery slope, and now you're getting judges involved. Come on.
Yeah. And guys are making $8-9 million now. It's only going to go up too. So if they're making 5-6 now, it's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10. And then no one's gonna leave college, and I don't blame him. It's gonna be Van Wilders, everyone, everywhere.
I think my question on that is, like, we see football because it's up front. Like, the judges it's making national news. But like, who else is doing this in the background, right? Like, how many wrestlers are doing it? How many gymnasts are doing it? Like, do cheerleaders have years too? Like what's going on all around compared to just football? Football is obviously the main sport, brings in the most amount of money, but how many other people are taking advantage of this where they're staying in school for 15 years?
And every college is losing money. So they're just going to continue to lose money and lose money and lose money. And tuition's going to go up and up and up and up and up so that your quarterback could be at the university for 13 years. And still, the Jets get the number 2 pick, and there's no quarterbacks in the draft.
You have Carson back there. We don't want to talk about that, though.
But you had something to say?
No, it trickled down to basketball. I mean, you had the G League player coming back in Alabama, and then finally the judge stepped up and was like, all right, you got to go. Yep. You're a grown man playing with kids. Like, you got to go.
I did find it funny that they kept on calling him, the crowd was calling him a G League dropout. That was funny.
Oh, that was hilarious. So now let's start the show. Before we start every show, we go over the parlays from last week. We go over our drink. We're at the bar. We're having fun. We're doing some guy stuff. USA. I got with me today a good old-fashioned Miller Lite. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's a new beer. It's getting big. I'm drinking one of those today. What do you guys got?
I actually have Butch's normal, little rum and Coke action. I using Diet Coke this time just because that's what I have.
It's unbelievable. So we're sticking with the Drew Estates. we're going the Deadwood series, but this is my old friend. We call her a fat bottom Betty, and she is phenomenal. Highly recommend. A little more expensive, but
I have the parlays. I just wrote them down. Give me a second. The parlays from last week. We are Last Leg Parlays. We are known for gambling advice and taking your money and giving it to the bookies where it belongs. You listen to us, you're gonna lose. Our parlay last week, Charms, who'd you have last week?
I had Cal State Fullerton, 5.5, -5.5, and they won by 6.
Beautiful. I had St. John's plus 1.5, winning outright against UConn. Butch, who'd you have?
I don't want to talk about it. I had Duke minus. I had Duke minus 6.5, and after the half, it looked phenomenal. And then, well, we won't even go there. I'll save that for later.
Butch, what is the one rule? No, what is the one rule that the three of us have?
I never listen, so I don't buy by
That's
that
the rule. Don't listen to anyone.
Don't listen. Don't listen.
One rule is never bet on your own teams.
You know what? But Karma came back. He broke his hand. He's gone. See you later.
Yep.
There it is.
I bet on UNC the other day and they lost. So
good. There was the kiss of death. Thank you. There's no way. They won their March Madness championship when they beat us. That was their holy grail for the year. Now they're done.
So basically, Duke's washed.
Super Bowl.
Duke's trash.
No, I can't wait for them to go to Cameron Indoor because I think Duke is going to pound them.
That parlay would have been plus 598. I hope you got a buyout after the first two because it got 0. Done. Then we weren't done because we said, no, sir. We're going to do another one. We had a Super Bowl parlay done before the game even started.
Thanks, Chris.
Boy had tails.
Yeah.
But before we get only down on me, Charms, who'd you have?
I had Hunter Henry for anytime touchdown.
Which?
I had JSN 80 yards receiving. He just kept out at halftime, I think.
0 for 3 on the Super Bowl parlay.
God,
you love
so
to
bad.
see it. Now we can finally move on to some positive stuff. Olympics, like you said, these colors don't run red, white, and blue all day, every day. So patriotic. No idea what's going on, but I love it. I'm happy that I'm home these days. Couldn't be happy. I just sit on the couch from 7 to 3 and just watch these sports. It's in Italy. It's great. I'm watching curling. I'm texting these guys like, "What's going on? Are we scoring? What's the blue color? How we have six gigantic pucks in that circle. Why are we not winning?" But she's like, "No, it goes by this and blah blah blah." So, which fill us in on the curling. What's going on?
So we had mixed doubles this past week. USA they lost 2 in the round robin, made it in, had to beat Italy, had to beat them in their home country. Came out. Italy was the reigning world champions and the Olympic gold medalists from before. Beat them. All right, looking good. Going against Sweden. Ended up actually being the number 1 and 2 seed. Played for the bronze medal. The 3 and 4 were the ones that played for the gold, and just couldn't get it done. The Coreys, they held it together all match. 90% throwing ratio, 90%. Unfortunately, the Swedes they were on fire. They were on fire. Got silver. But on the plus side, Thesey, if I'm saying her name right, she's on the women's team, so she still has her chance for Olympic gold for the women's team. The men's team just started 2 days ago. They're 1-1. They can't afford to lose another one. They gotta keep going. They gotta press forward. They gotta make it out of the round robin and then get it going. But we're gonna see how Casper does. He's young. He beat the beer belly dads for that held the grip on the men's team for years. Mm-hmm. And Casper came in and was like, "Hey, it's a young blood's time." And you got I can't remember his name. He's got the bandana. He's looking like the Karate Kid out there with his glasses.
I like him.
I like him. I like him. But we're gonna see. The beer belly dads, they're hard to beat. They do have America. Yeah, they got blown out today, and they brought in big Rich Ruhanen, and the oldest American to ever play in the Winter Olympics, 54 years old. They had him out there. He can't really do anything because if he does that thing where he slides, he's gonna fall on his face, and if he swings too hard, he's gonna break his hip. Yep.
I think it's interesting going back to like the mixed doubles, because literally we had a chance going into, I think it was the 6th leg.
They were the favorite.
And then all of a sudden Sweden was just playing defense and we just couldn't go around their rock. And it was just something that I felt like Sweden was being very strategic on where they were putting the rock. Meanwhile, the USA was trying to just get points, but they couldn't go around their rocks. And that kind of just blew up in their face at the end of it. And it's crazy to think about, because any curling event, and I think any event in the Olympics now, it doesn't really matter, but they're all a game in inches, right? Like you tap
6 inches in front of your face.
you tap the rock just so slightly wrong, and all of a sudden you go from having 3 points to having no points real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But that has nothing to do with it. The reason, I'll tell you why. I'm gonna give you a little insider information. The reason they lost that doubles is because I got overly excited. I got Butch overly excited. I said, I got a great parlay. We're gonna start with men's curling. The second we both got involved, they went from minus 200 to plus 8,000. No shot to win that.
Mm-hmm. You drew me in. I said when the Olympics started, I'm not putting a parlay on the Olympics. You sent one, and it's like I needed the fix. I needed the fix, and instantly lost. And I look at the settled bet on FanDuel, and it's for a week from now because I bet on hockey, and I can't do nothing but just feel bad. I did this to them.
It was beautiful. Yeah, you should feel bad because it's not my fault. It's definitely 100% your fault.
Oh yeah, it's mine. We know who kills it.
But the other part of that parlay was women's U.S. hockey, which has been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. If you're not watching women's hockey right now, you are missing out because it is great. And the USA women are the best. They're so good. They just destroyed Canada. Give it up for U.S.
Yeah.
Listen, what's going on with the USA women's? When's their next game? Where are we at?
Oh boy, their next game. I think we're in the medal rounds now against Italy. Minus 1.5. By the way, if you're trying to bet them, don't. It's minus 6,000. It's not even worth it.
Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Yep. I mean, the women, they have the captain. She's been there for a long time. You have Carpenter, who her dad played in the NHL. He was a good player. She's a good player, and they have the enforcer who she's like 6'3". She just gets in front of the goalie.
Yeah, she's huge.
See a thing, and she even said it. She's like, you can't teach size. And you just can't. She puts the blocks on, and they're firing on all cylinders. I mean, it was a showcase between us and Canada. It was coming down like, hey, that was a preview of the gold match, and people looked at that like, really? This is going to be boring.
It was never even close. No, they were never in it. It was blowout from the beginning.
Yep,
I think Canada definitely. Yeah, I think we jumped on it for sure. I think Canada kind of took us lightly to like they're supposed to be number one team, but guess what? We can play with them. And then all of a sudden we came out, punched them directly in the mouth, and it was over from the jump. And I think that's something that USA has to continue doing even through the gold medal game, just because that's the only way they're going to continue to win. Honestly, they can't keep a game close. And I know when we were talking about it, it's one of those where in these Olympics, especially with the hockey, you cannot play down to your opponent. Mm-hmm. You do, and you're screwed.
Saw that today with the men's team.
Yeah.
The first period.
Yeah.
They took them lightly. They thought, it's Latvia or whatever you still their country. Like, we got this. Meanwhile, Canada put up 4 in the first period. They took them too lightly, and they got smacked in the mouth, and they came out second period and were like, all right, let's actually play. This isn't a scrimmage. This is real. And then they stepped on their throat and it was over.
And Hillary Knight's tied for all time 32 points. So next goal, and she holds the record. And then every goal after that, she just smashes her own record. So that's great to see.
It's going to be interesting though, because I was reading up. Obviously, everybody, when they think of the men's US versus Canada, you remember that game where they just fought. First 19 seconds, 3 fights.
Yep.
That was great.
In the Olympics, though, they're both majors, and they both get suspended a game. If it's a mutual fight, they both get suspended. So it's not just like, hey, sit in the penalty box, it's done and over with. Like, you're suspended. So at that point, if you're a key player, you're going to take your team out of it. So it's the Olympics want to focus on the skill, the speed, and the play of the sport, not the barbaric fighting. So we build a team of enforcers. They're going to have to keep their hands in their gloves.
Which again, to your point though, it's like it's more about the actual hockey and not about like, oh, I can get under your skin first, and let's see who throws a punch so I can knock you out for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
you know.
And right before we get too deep into the men's, I do want to one last thing about the women's. Happy Black History Month. Layla Edwards, the first Black woman to play in the Olympics, and she scored in her debut. Not the first for the U.S. hockey team Olympics, not just in the Olympics, but shout out that. And she scored in her debut. Phenomenal. Now, U.S. men's hockey started with Latvia today, 3:00. I had physical therapy. It was 2-1 when I went there. Fill me in what happened. Charles, what happened the rest of this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the men's team in the second period, and Butch kind of just went over it. That you saw it was a different side of them in the second period. They were like, "Hey, I don't know what the coaching said, but they said like, yo, you go out there and you got to start scoring some points." And I think that part of it is because there is a goal differential within the men's division. I think the women's.
Shout out Mike Sullivan, Penguins head coach.
But I think it was a situation where they scored quick, and then all of a sudden, once they got to the third period and they had a big, intermission, they were like, all right, we need to just step on their throats and end this. We cannot let them even get any sort of comeback, And I think that was huge for them to be able to be like, okay, we got this. Like,
because I saw in the beginning, they let Latvia stick around because they scored the second goal. That was challenged, overturned rightfully. Then they scored a third goal, right? But between that, Latvia scored. So it was a big momentum shift from 2-0 to 1-1. Now all of a sudden, Latvia starts to think we can skate with these guys. We can play with these guys. U.S. scores again, overturned. Now it goes into the second period, 1-1. So it's like you start giving teams like that confidence, and it turns into anyone's game. But, the U.S. men's team is just way too talented. I mean, they're easily the second best team, if not the best team. Butch, what do you got with the U.S. men's here?
I mean, I kind of went over, what had happened, but as we talked in our chat, we know what happened. So I went to the gym, I put the hockey match on, put it away, driving back from the gym. Next, I get there, it's 1-1. All right, this is a little ridiculous. Hop on the Peloton, get a workout in, put the game on. It's 5-1. All they needed was a little bit of attention from the superstitious Butch with the Peloton, and it was over. It was over.
Yep.
They knew these colors weren't. They needed to make me bleed a little bit, and I did. It's fine.
And we talked about the Olympic team, the Miracle on Ice last week. Great little segment. If you guys have some time, go check that episode out. It's crazy to me that they haven't won gold since 1980. I didn't know that. I thought they were good and like they've won a couple. I had no idea they didn't win gold since the 1980.
One of the
but not Olympic gold.
Yeah, one of the grandsons is on the team this year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They were talking about it during the broadcast.
Who's their goalie? What team does he play? Because I know they got the Hughes brothers. I know. I didn't know the story with that too. The mom played for the Olympic team. She coaches something with the Olympic team. The dad played college. Wild. And the one plays for the Devils. The other one plays the NHL. Because this is the first time too since 2014 that NHL players are playing.
Yep. Again, I think part of that, to your point, is huge for actual USA. Having your actual like NHL professional players, we could bring it back to the NBA when, Team USA brought back finally professional NBA players. Right. Makes a difference.
Yep.
Now that you mentioned NBA real quick, you saw Nick Wright's thing, Team White versus Team Black. I love it.
He's nuts.
I actually think that's great because it's just basically Team Europe versus Team USA. Now, do you guys have anything else about the Olympics? Yeah. Oh, one thing before we get to you, Lindsey Vonn. Crazy that they cleared her. Torn ACL. She skated out there. She did 2 practice runs. She crashed on her first official run, right? That was the first official one. Tore her tibia. She just completed her 3rd surgery. So speedy recovery to her. She'll probably be out there skating, Sunday.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on 2 things. First thing, Jordan Stoltz. All right, he's the speed skater for the USA.
Yep.
Phenomenal. Crazy. Like he was behind. I think it was heavy favorite, but he was behind about 200 meters and still came back and won.
Yeah. Yeah, he took that last lap, that inside, and he set a record too. So that other guy was no slouch. The fact that he set a record and barely beat that guy was on par to set a record too.
Yeah. So that, and I think he's going to go 4 for 4. I think he's going to sweep Speed Skater right now.
Well, we were looking at odds, and he's like minus 2,000. Because you look at USA, they're not like in anything. We're really not that good at much this year. But Stoltz is the heavy favorite in everything.
Mm-hmm. And I think Chloe Kim, man, I think she has a chance to win the half pipe for snowboarding. I really do. I think that she's I think she's projected to possibly come at least medal, but
I think she just got the silver tonight.
Oh, did she? Okay, there you
go. She got silver. It canceled the 3-peat.
Yeah, we have 4 gold, 7 silvers, and 3 bronze right now.
Right now we're in third place. Yeah,
we're in third place because it goes by point system, right? We have 4 golds. Who was ahead of us? I think Sweden,
Norway's first, and Italy.
Norway and Italy, right?
Yeah.
If we're talking about Olympic records, everybody knows I hate Jake Paul. I hate what he did to boxing, but his girlfriend broke the Olympic record in the 1,000. Bravo to her. Bravo to her. Screw
Breezy
him.
Johnson won the downhill alpine skiing, and
she got engaged
and got proposed to right after. That's awesome.
Yep.
Elizabeth Lamley. That's Jake Paul's, right?
No, Jetta.
I think she's Netherlands.
She ain't USA.
Netherlands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Elizabeth Lemby. She won the women's moguls, freestyle skiing. Jordan Stoltz won the 1,000, but he's probably going to win a lot more gold medals. And the figure skating team won. That's the 4 gold medals right now. Silver, well, obviously we have the pairs. I'm not going to go over all of them, but the pairs for curling, they should have won gold. They got silver. And Ben Ogden, which I'm mentioning that one because he ended a 50-yard drought in the men's medal in that particular event, which is men's sprint. So, and the guy that beat him was that guy. I don't know if you saw that clip. The guy that's sprinting uphill in the skis.
Mm-hmm. So it was
paced to do a 6-minute mile up. So, I mean, that guy, you can't beat that guy. It was just, he even got cocky at the end on that last straightaway. He stopped skating and started turning around and still was a mile ahead. So shout out Ben Ogden for getting a silver there.
That's all Norway, right?
Their first competitor. Haiti had their first competitor that finished an Olympic event in cross-country skiing. Where do you practice? Where do you practice?
It's going to be a Disney movie, no problem, next year.
It's unreal.
I think, but yeah, to your point, Norway's in first right now with 7 golds, even though they have 14 medals overall. Mm-hmm. Italy's in second with 17 medals overall. Then we're in third with 14 with 4 golds.
And I think the wager for US to win the most medals was like plus 800. So $5. I'm just saying, if you got $5
out there, baby,
it's right there for the take. And
out of respect for the country, I am not putting money on that. Out of respect for USA, I'm not doing it.
Oh, when's the next USA men's game? Hockey.
They play. Their schedule's not great. They play 13 and 14 back to back.
Oh no, I think it's 14th and 15th. I think they get tomorrow.
Okay, then that's what it is.
And then they play like Germany and then I think Italy or something. But they should crush. They should cruise to Canada. They should crush everyone else. And
but they play back to back, which kind of sucks for them.
Yeah, and to win gold, I think they started at like plus 190. I think they're even better odds right now because Canada had such a good opener that they're like minus 180 now.
Mm-hmm.
But so if you want USA gold, go on it. It's a good thing they had this tune-up game because like we've talked about that first period, that was rough, a little sloppy.
Yeah.
They should have won like 9-1 that game or 9-0 really because they missed the first shot in the beginning. The guy had an open net. He kind of just hooked it a little bit. They hit the crossbar. So there was a lot of sloppiness.
Two goals taken away.
And the one goal that got taken away, if that guy's no one's blocking that shot. It was such a well shot. It was.
He was just in the middle.
He was just there. Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Kind of bumped him a little bit.
In the words of Herbie Brooks, play your game.
Play your game.
Play your game.
Herbie Brooks. Everyone loves Herbie. Big shout out. Got a bunch of views on TikTok. The Herb Brooks. Moving on. The Super Bowl was this past Sunday. Patriots lost. Beautiful.
I think
Seahawks.
I think everybody in America is happy about that.
Everyone in America is happy. All I see is bad buddy this, bad buddy that. Who cares? The Patriots lost. Can we all just come together in harmony and just appreciate that and be happy for once? No one is happier that Boston lost than me and everyone else here.
100%.
Brady didn't even want to back him.
Brady hates him. Everyone hates him.
He knows. Brady knew.
Hudson has the rub and tug shirt on, sending shots at Kraft. Kraft's on the Epstein list. Belichick's a loser at UNC. Everything is going great. Drake May was exposed as a fraud. The whole team was exposed as frauds. They finally played a good team and they got killed. My favorite part about Darnold winning the Super Bowl is that they forced him to go to Disneyland. He's sitting there on the teacups with Kenneth Walker, hung over out of their mind. Like, why do they do this?
I find it funny when you talk about it, because when we're looking at their offense, right? Like, everybody kept on talking about Drake May, right? Well, I'm sorry, but their offensive line looked like Swiss cheese, dude. It was so bad and so pathetic. Like, it's just nuts how bad they played.
Very, very high, Beers. Very high. Yeah, Kenneth Walker MVP. What did you guys think about that? Do you think Jason Myers got snubbed? 5 for 5, 2 extra points, 17 points total in the game. Former Jet. This is basically my Super Bowl. Quarterback, Jet. Kicker, Jet. Leonard Williams, Jet.
No. His dad was there. First time he came to see him play, give the man his MVP. He earned it.
Who, Kenneth Walker?
Yeah.
27, 135, 2 more catches for 26 yards. Very patient in the backfield. Every time he got the ball, you saw him dancing around. He controlled the entire pace of the game. And this game was not even really close. I think it should have been a way bigger lead, and Walker could have had way more yards because they were settling for field goals early. The Patriots couldn't score. Drake May was what was the final numbers? 24-43, 295, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. But those yards all came at the end. The game was over. He really, what do you have, like 60 yards or something going into the fourth quarter?
I think when you look at it too, when we're talking about Kenneth Walker too, like his over and under for rushes was like 19.5, and he blew it out of the water. Like, so everybody knew what the game plan was. Vegas knew what the game plan was, and they still couldn't stop it.
What's crazy to me too is Darnold didn't even really play great. He was 19 of 38. He had that one real nice touchdown pass to Barner. Shout out my wife placing first touchdown bet AJ Barner just because she liked the way he looked. I'm sitting there watching the game, and all of a sudden I see him in the end zone. I'm like, "Wait, is that the first touchdown?" And,
hey, sometimes you got to let it work.
So this game, this is what I wanted to ask you, guys. If they played this game 20 times, Seattle wins 20 times, right? Like, this is probably the closest the game would have been.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see the Patriots winning at all.
No. Little fun.
It looked like they made.
Did either of you know the last running back to win the Super Bowl MVP?
Curtis Barnes, when the Jets won it in 2000.
No, get off the Jets. Stop. No.
Terrell Davis.
Yep, 1998.
What was that with the Broncos?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little fun trivia right there. I got that one right, though. I beat Charms.
No, you didn't. You got it wrong.
But I think also the Patriots next year, their schedule is crazy hard too. So you're really going to see they're like a 500 team.
I think too it sends shockwaves because people kept on saying that they know how to make adjustments at halftime. They're a better second half team. I feel like he made no adjustments at halftime.
Well, there was none to be made. There was such a superior team.
No, and I said it. This is the first game where after the game, the opposing head coach isn't going to get fired, and they got smacked in the mouth.
Yeah. Yep. I love seeing McDonald's reaction too when he won. He's sitting there like they literally just won the Super Bowl. He's like, "Holy shit, did we just win the Super Bowl?" He just takes his thing off and just slowly walks to midfield. Awesome. You love to see it.
No Belichick in the Hall of Fame. No Kraft in the Hall of Fame. No ring on that finger this year. Bye, Patriots.
Drake May is exposed.
Sorry,
beautiful.
Portnoy.
And Patriots fans are whining. Hopefully they're bad. We don't have to see him again for another couple of years.
I mean, hopefully at least 2.
A Jets fan can hope.
Yeah, that's all I can hope because I can't hope for my team to be good. Moving on to college basketball. A lot has happened this past week. Butch, let's start with you. What happened this week in college basketball?
Why do we have to do this?
Twice in one episode.
Man. Let's see. And UNC had a historic 1 foul half where they got 1 foul.
Yeah,
we'll leave it at that. No, not even gonna. They're running backs lowering their shoulder, dropping it in a boozer in front of the ref, and he's going, "Yep, basket's good. It's garbage." That will be a different game at Cameron Indoor. My issue is with Caleb being out now. As a Duke fan, I don't take pride in whooping them. I don't. I want a good game against the best.
No, but you have to.
I don't want that.
You need.
I don't want that.
You take pride in losing?
You're saying.
No.
Stop.
No, I take pride in beating them at their peak. I don't want to beat them because they have a handicap on their team. I don't because then they'll say, "Oh yeah, you couldn't beat us with Caleb. You had to get him injured. Get the hell out of here."
Kane on your bad side on that. I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's one of those things where, in order for them to go in the ACC tournament, they're going to be in their 1 seed most likely, but they need to put a pounding on UNC going into that last weekend. They're
going to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I agree, but I think that they need to show, like, okay, even without Caleb, like, oh, okay, no Caleb, but you don't know what's going to happen. They said that there's no timetable for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and UNC had the hangover. They won their Super Bowl, and then they got smacked by an unranked Miami. And Duke felt sorry for themselves.
Who's not bad?
No, Duke felt sorry for themselves, and they were down 12-4 against Pitt. And then Shire looked at him and said, "Do you want to wake up? You want to go? You want to lose again?" And next thing you know, they curb stomped Pittsburgh. Sorry, Dub. They curb stomped Pittsburgh, and it was over.
Yeah, I mean, Miami is fifth. Miami is fifth in the conference, so they're not awful.
No, they're not a bad team. They're going to be a bubble team.
I mean, so is UNC at this point, and they just beat Duke.
No, they're ranked.
UNC's trending down.
Does Arizona drop and Michigan goes to 1? You have to, right? I mean, Arizona lost.
Yeah, 100%.
But they didn't lose to a bad team. They lost to Kansas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's just the way it is. They're gonna.
And Michigan's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see.
Michigan won't stay at 1 for long. They got a matchup coming. They know what's coming.
Michigan has a couple matchups.
They know what's coming.
Michigan's got a couple of matchups.
It's going to get the schedules get really hard for a lot of teams coming up, especially Big Ten, who I have on my fraud alert. Actually, for St. John's, it's relatively easy schedule. Big East is kind of shitty this year. So St. John's has a nice kind of ride. They play UConn one more time, and that's basically going to decide the Big East. But other than that, pretty easy ride to the final 7 games here.
Michigan has 4 top 25 teams.
Yeah, Michigan has a tough schedule, but they're awesome. Nebraska
out of their last
schedule.
7. And they play away for 3 of them.
9 days, Michigan.
Big Ten has a really tough schedule because they're all the good teams. The top 8 are playing each other these past this next week and a half, 3 weeks.
9 days. Welcome to Cameron Indoor. Come. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a crazy stretch for them. Michigan goes to Purdue, then to Duke. They play at home against Minnesota, and they play at Illinois. All within like a 2-week gap. Oh, please. Nobody wants to
get
about
Butch.
Michigan.
Sorry, Bruce. FanDuel's got Duke as +1.5 right now as the underdog. I'll buy him right
10.
now at -4.5.
At home, too.
At home. Cameron crazies. Michigan can't steal signs in basketball. It's over. Goodbye.
You know what's going to happen, though? Butch is going to add that to a 14-legger.
Nope. Not touching. I'm done.
So I got this new segment that I want to introduce to college basketball. So it's not just we're just talking college basketball. Stock up, stock down, who your sleeper is. Do you have a stock up, stock down, or do you have a sleeper, or how do you want to?
I have a sleeper and I have a stock up, no stock down.
All right, go ahead. You go first.
All right. So for stock up right now, Clemson. They have a pretty light schedule towards the end of the year. And I truly think, shout out to Hags, I truly think that their stock's going to continue going up. When I look at these teams and I'm looking at their overall, not only schedule, but I look at their who starts and who plays for them. They have a lot of senior leadership playing, especially guards. When you have senior guards going into the tournaments, and all they need to do, Clemson's going to be, they probably won't play till the 3rd day in the ACC tournament. But all they need to do is win 1 or 2. They're guaranteed to lock into the tourney. And then from there, I could see them making it to the second weekend. And we all know the way it is. It's all about making it to the second weekend.
That's it.
You make it to
Get hot at the right time.
The second weekend, man, listen. So
all right, I'm going to go.
I'll
go next. Who's your stock up?
That's my stock up.
Oh, and who's your sleeper?
Clemson. All right.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
This is where we get a little crazy.
David, I don't want to hear it no more.
This is where we get crazy, okay?
If you hit me with UC
Utah
Irvine.
State.
Okay.
Utah
State's always a 12 or a 13 every year.
Right now, they are on pace to win the Mountain West.
And they score a ton of points. Those teams always do great.
Ton of points. With, again, you're seeing the theme here, with guard leadership that are seniors. And they start 4 seniors. Come tournament, as long as they win, I think they get in no matter what.
9-year seniors.
I think they get in no matter what. But as long as they win the Mountain West, they get in, obviously. But I truly think that is a sleeper to watch going into the tournament.
No directional Utah. They're not worthy.
And then
we lost them. Talk again, or did I just gong you?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I gonged you.
Okay, you gonged me. I said if you want someone stock down at UNC, and for all the reasons we already said,
don't take that from me. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, that's his to do. How dare you?
Unreal.
How dare you?
Unreal.
My stock up, obviously, I'm going with the homer pick right here. St. John's University. Obvious reasons. Ever since that loss to who'd they lose to? Oh man, I just had it. They lost to Providence or something. I think it was Providence. They've went on they won 10 in a row. That game even to Providence was a bad loss. They were killing them all game. They gave up a bunch of threes at the end, played no defense, had a horrible loss. Patino got in their face, and they need a point guard, called out Ian Jackson. He's been playing great. Mitchell's been playing great. Ejiofor is probably the Big East player of the year. He's awesome. Their next 7 games, like I said, they only play UConn. It's in UConn. They are 12-1, I think, in the Big East. I think UConn's the same. So that game's going to decide UConn. They're going to breeze through this record. They're going to go minimum 5-2, probably 6-1. Win at go to the Big East tournament. It doesn't matter what they do. They're probably going to be the 4 or 5 seed, something like that. And hopefully they could shoot this year in the tournament and go further. But, teams I root for never seem to fare well. So I'm not going to go too crazy with St. John's hype in the tournament. But they have my stock up right now. Lock it in. My stock down pick. And a lot of people aren't going to like this. Nebraska. 10-3 in the conference, but all 3 losses came in the last 4 games. Their last 4 they played, you're going to say, oh, yeah, they played tough teams. But you're supposed to be a good team. These are teams in your conference. You lost to Michigan 75-72. You should have won that game. Michigan's the better team. Nebraska wasn't ready to win. They lost to Illinois 78-69. They beat Rutgers. Us 3 and 2 people could beat Rutgers. And then they lost to Purdue 80-77 yesterday. But the game was never close. Purdue, they caught up at the end, and then they had a chance to win. They had a free throw. They missed it. Purdue goes down the court. They missed their shot. It goes to overtime, and they lose in overtime. Nebraska is not ready to win. They started 20-0. Now they're 21-3. Their stock is way down. They proved they can't play with these teams. They can't play with the big dogs. They're a mid-tier team. They're not going anywhere. Stock down, Nebraska.
And them not having big top 25 wins is going to hurt them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can't beat the good teams. And you could say, like, oh, well, how can you make their stock go down? All those teams are really good. You're supposed to be really good. You started 20-0. You're a fraud. Stock down.
Yeah.
And I think I know who you're going to pick. Also, for honorable mention, stock up, I have Kansas. And I had a couple other stock downs.
What? Why?
Save it for next week.
Honorable mention. Oh, we saw both of you have been said. Oh, my bad.
Unreal.
Go ahead.
Stock up, Kansas. Coming off. Unbelievable. Like this guy. It's diarrhea of the mouth. Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Handed Arizona.
I have diarrhea everywhere, to be fair.
Yeah, we know that. 1-8 straight. And they did it without their freshman star. I mean, that their stock's rising. Obviously stock down because people talk in here. UNC. They lost Caleb. They needed a miracle 3. They needed the refs. They needed the UNC wonderful fans to storm the court, punch Duke staffers in the face. Just be usual UNC fans. My sleeper, though, I have 2 here. I have the St. Louis Billikens, 22-1. their offense, they can sustain a much better offense than Miami, Ohio. You know I love my mid-majors. Yep. St. Louis, and their defense is suffocating. Their defense, it's unreal. So not only can they continue to average 90 points a game, but they're holding teams down. And then the far sleeper I have, because I am very studious, I'm going to go with Yale. Give it up for the Ivy League. Oh. Well, unfortunate for you, on my falling trend is Utah State. So we can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree.
You added that just now.
Nope, right here. Defense has struggled. Defense has struggled.
They average like 95 points a game.
Allowing 85 plus points in recent conference matchups. Nope.
Recent.
Nope.
Honorable mention stock up also Wisconsin, and honorable mention stock down Illinois, coming off back-to-back losses. Wisconsin and Michigan State.
Can we talk about Gonzaga?
Yale needs to win. Yale needs the conference together.
Yeah, I agree with Beers here. St. Louis, obviously, but you look at their schedule. It's kind of Patriot-like.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw them in there. I love the mid-majors. I love St. Louis. I love Miami of Ohio, but I don't love when mid-majors are too good either. I like them to be
lost
going into the tournament.
They're 22-1. They lost.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they're 22-1.
I was just saying if you knew it. Good
but
job.
Again,
match.
But with that, Miami of Ohio hasn't played anybody. Yeah. No one.
No. But teams like that, they get confidence. They play together. They shoot well. Anything can happen. I take back everything I said earlier. I love the mid-majors.
That's why March Madness is great.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hags. It's great.
March Madness is the best thing.
The one thing I will say, to be fair, though, with the Big 12, is that they're very top-heavy.
Mm-hmm.
They have 4 to 5 teams, and the rest of the conference stinks.
I'll take day 1 and day 2 of March Madness over the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is so overrated. The actual game doesn't matter.
We're not having this argument again.
I can't do it again, but we're talking about college basketball. That Thursday and Friday are the best thing in sports.
Mm-hmm.
You got opening day is a big one. Week 1 of the NFL season is a big one. Thursday and Friday, March Madness.
Yep. 100% agree. Anybody who thinks differently, Hags, you're wrong.
Just completely wrong. Now, this is a topic I don't know much about, all right? But we got 2 experts with me, thankfully. They wanted to talk golf. We're going to talk golf. All I know is that it's the great return. We got Koepka back. Is Reed back? And DeChambeau and Ram are not back. I have no idea what's going on. I just read up a little bit today. Charms, I can't hear you. Are you muted again? You muting yourself? You putting yourself in timeout? Butch, fill us in. What's going on with PGA? What's going on with golf? Tell me.
We got Pebble Beach right now. Waste Management was last week.
What is Pebble Beach? That's a tournament?
Yeah, it's a tournament. It's a beautiful golf course. This year, 80 guys on it. They're playing at Spyglass and Pebble Beach. So round 1, half the field's at Pebble Beach. Round 2, they flop. They go to Spyglass. So it's nice that, having 2 courses. Chris Gotterup 2 wins so far this year. He's kind of surprising people. Scotty's coming back. He's a little messed up last year, a little bit injured. It's going to take him a little bit to find his groove again. Brooks is seeing that he went to live and he can't compete. He's got to get back into it again. His putter's not doing well.
Hold on one second, real quick. Before you mentioned live, what is that? What happened where there was what happened with the divide? Quick.
I think the quick way I can do it quick. The quick way to describe it is they decided to go with Saudi money and make a completely different league and make it a team, quote unquote, team event where there was lax rules, like they were able to wear shorts, not pants, things like that, just to try to compete against the PGA. But really, they just wanted to get paid.
Okay.
I think that now they're kind of over it. They don't really care about the money anymore, and they're trying to go back because, to Butch's point, they're not competing to the way that they were, especially somebody who like Brooks.
No, I mean Brooks was dominant. He's coming in. He's missing shots. it's hard. It's hard for them. Live was a lax, laid back music blast in. Then these guys are coming into majors and it's quiet. They can't play how they used to. So it's hard. And Brooks he's going to have an adjustment. It is a nice little.
And Chris, to Butch's point too, they're only allowed to play a certain amount of tournaments for the PGA.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's not. I mean, I like the golf life. You can cook some parlays up. You can make some money on.
That's
what
I'm waiting for. Like
you can cook
up
up
Pebble Beach, a nice course, and putters and drivers.
Waste management.
How do I make money?
I put a little parlay in for just simple 5 guys. 5 guys to make top 20. Top 20. 5. Ended up hitting off $4. Won a little $320 bucks. They call it. All you gotta do is you just gotta pick top 20. And with Pebble Beach, for all of you watching, there's no cut. Everybody makes it. Everybody's got a shot all 4 days. Get your bets in now. Get them in.
So as Happy Gilmore said, I could either finish in dead last or first, and I'm still going to make some money.
$20 million purse. $20 million.
I think with Waste Management too, Waste Management, a lot of like so fans go to it just because it's a good time. It's a great, like, it's more of a party. It's not like, obviously there's golf happening, but they're very lax with the rules for the fans. If you ever go to a PGA event, there are very specific quote unquote rules. Like, you can't talk while they hit. You can't, you have to wait for certain things to, the ball to drop and before you can move, things of that nature. I think it's just one of those things where with Waste Management, it's more of a live type environment compared to any other match.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Pebble Beach is awesome. I can't wait for this weekend.
It is. And so guy at work was telling me the greens at Pebble Beach, what was it? It's for the Waste Management or something.
They're green, right?
Like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You could fit, I think it's 12 Pebble Beach greens inside of one green from the Waste Management Tour. That's how small these greens are. So, and it's a short course. So when you have guys like Bryson that comes out and drives the ball 360 yards, they suck at this tournament because you can't do it.
Now, if they're not in PGA, can they play here? Like, because I saw DeChambeau's not back at PGA because of his contract or something. Is he allowed to play on this, or is this just a PGA tournament?
It's just a PGA tournament. The majors they can, but not PGAs.
When's the next major?
I think the Masters coming up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So basically what happened was a bunch of the guys went to the Saudis because there was more money.
Tons.
Now PGA's trying to bring them. Now PGA's trying to bring them back in. Are they making the money more for them, or is it just
no? The PGA they're not going after them. These players are coming back on their own.
For what reason? Is it just
because their contract's up and they're like, okay, I'm not getting any
contracts up. Okay.
Right. Either their contract's up or they're just like, I'm not getting where I want to be, like ranking wise.
Gotcha.
Like right now, like back before Brooks left, Brooks and Scotty were up there. So was Bryce. Like they were all up there 1 to 5, and then they left. And I want to say Brooks is even the top 100 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, and Saudis were throwing money. I'm almost.
They did with the UFC.
I can remember,
they did with boxing. They got money. They got that oil money.
They offered Tiger Woods like $100 million to come play.
Is he going to play again?
No.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, I think it is. If you let him live his life and go back to the porn stars and cocaine, Tiger will be back. He'll be back. You got to let him live his life.
We talked about this on the other show. Let the guys cheat. Let them do what they want to do. Like, I don't understand. Let them, whatever's going to make them hit the ball 800 yards, whatever's going to make them at their best, let them do that. It's crazy to me that we regulate these things.
Look at sports. The steroid era and MLB, phenomenal.
Yeah,
the cocaine and porn star Tiger Woods. You couldn't beat him.
The 86 Mets. What's better than the 86 Mets?
Well, yeah,
just fighting, cocaine, trying to kill people, like actually trying to kill people.
Here's some numbers for you. So while Brooks was in Live, he made over $100 million. right now Bryson is in contract negotiations, and his is going to be a record breaking. If he does stay with Liv, it's going to be over 500 million.
That's crazy.
Which is nowhere like there's nothing like that for the PGA. You need to win your money, PGA.
The Pebble Beach already it started today?
Started today. 11:48 was the first tee time.
So it goes through
Sunday.
Finishes Sunday.
So is that all we have for PGA?
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking in the golf world and you got a daughter, get her into golf. Over 90% of D1 scholarships go unclaimed in women's golf. Put a club in her hand, let her swing. If she can even make contact and hit it straight, Division I's calling your name.
It's like if you're going to play baseball, learn to throw lefty because lefty relievers. I mean,
learn the bat.
They all suck and they all make a ton.
Little life advice.
Life advice. We don't just give gambling advice. We give life advice.
It's everything.
We're life
everything.
We're
well-rounded
investors.
Well-rounded.
Before we move on to history, do you have that graphic for F1?
No.
Okay.
You're unbelievable.
I had physical therapy. I forgot.
You're
all cars will release. We will talk about it next week.
Hold on. Where'd you send it in?
We will talk about it next week. It was in the group.
All you got to know, Cadillac's car looks phenomenal. McLaren, they suck.
Looks
their car looks exactly the same. Aston Martin looks absolutely the same. Ferrari, meh. Mercedes looks the same. We all know.
Before we move on X right now, I see two hilarious quotes. I'm going to read them both to you. You guys have to tell me which one you think is funnier. First quote: he needs to be in the locker room detached. He ain't waking up for midnight feedings. In regards to telling pregnant partners of players during the season that the father has to play good football.
This was Joe
Judge said that.
Yeah.
Quote number 2. I'm not scared of a germ. I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats. RFK Jr. Which quote is better?
RFK Jr.
No-brainer.
No doubt about it. Yeah.
Yeah. That is prime time from the guy in charge of our health.
Oh, man.
Moving on to sports history. Butch, how do you want to do it? You want to go back and forth?
Yeah, we can go back and forth.
You want to start with LeBron?
If we're not talking LeBron, if we're gonna go sports, we could touch on. Let's see, my boy Allen Iverson, career night, 60 points against the Orlando Magic, 2005.
Georgetown alum.
Yeah.
Yep. Gretzky, the great one. 153rd point, which broke the season record.
And this history is on this day, by the way. What happened on this day?
He ended up finishing the season with 212 points, which is unreal in hockey.
In 1937, the NFL officially granted a franchise to Cleveland. Big mistake, as we talked about earlier. They became the Rams, who eventually moved to Los Angeles. Actually, not a bad idea.
True.
I mean,
they should have just never got Cleveland off the ground.
Automatic L.
What else we got?
Got 1958. Bill Russell's dominant 41 rebounds against the Syracuse Nationals.
Hell of a feat.
He was probably the only one tall enough to grab him.
Yeah.
If you want, we can switch to a little pop culture. You know,
do a little pop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1997, February 12th. I know where I was. The rap truce was called. Snoop Dogg and Sean Lube Yourself Up Combs called the press conference
Lube yourself up
to stop the East Coast West Coast battle. We all know it didn't work, but hey, at least they tried. Bravo.
Yep, they're both dead. Diddy's in jail. I would say it didn't work.
1993, Groundhog Day was released. 2016, shout out Wrexham owner, Deadpool was released. For all the diehard Barbie fans, in 2004, February 12th, Barbie and Ken broke up. I'm sorry, but it happened.
I got 2. I got
and
1.
Bill Russell's birthday.
Ready? 1999. The Senate acquitted Bill Clinton of any perjury or obstruction for his impeachment. Number 1. All right. At number 2, okay.
Good job, Senate. Nailed it.
I know there's some Swifties out there. Back in 2018, she signed a new deal with Universal Music Group, gaining ownership of her master recordings. So that way she was able to get all her music back.
And in 1959, the very first Daytona 500 was won by Lee Petty. Since you guys are talking F1, there's a little Daytona for you. I knew that one. I didn't even have to look that one up. I knew. I'm a big Lee Petty guy. You look on the back of my wall, it's a Lee Petty jersey.
You're an idiot.
Birthdays: Josh Brolin, Christina Ricci, Gucci Mane, and Arsenio Hall.
Bill Russell.
And Bill
too,
Russell.
Right?
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Bill Russell.
Yep. Little throwback.
And that's a little sports history for you on February 12th, February the 13th, Friday the 13th. Tomorrow
we have trivia today.
Friday the 13th this year.
That's wild. We have trivia today.
Oh yeah, we got some trivia. And before we get into our rants, we got a little trivia, and I'm calling this New York Jets edition.
Oh,
that's right, boys. That is right. The New York Jets edition. Where did they go to college?
All right.
Number 1. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
unreal.
4.
It's a lot.
7 New York Jet greats. Number 1. What college did Chad Pennington go to?
We are.
Oh, Marshall.
Marshall.
That is correct. 1-0. I can't scroll down for some reason. This thing froze, so I can't get to my sounds. Oh, wait, hold on. There you go, Mike. Number 2. What school, what university did Curtis Martin go to?
Oh, damn it.
Duke had recently beat this university.
Virginia?
Is it a mid-major?
Didn't you just say that Duke beat them like the last game? Didn't they just beat them?
Pitt.
Without any help at all. Number 3, Lavernius Coles.
Hofstra?
I am extremely disappointed. That's Corbett. I am disappointed with you. I am disappointed with you, Butch.
Florida State?
There it is. 2-1.
Must not have been a stand-up.
Keyshawn Johnson. First round pick? Oh, no, he was third.
Ooh.
Third or fourth.
Keyshawn.
Where did Keyshawn
USC.
go to school? 2-2. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Darrell Revis.
ACC school?
Former Big East. I don't know where they are now, but the college has been set already.
Virginia.
Butch, who Duke just play?
Pittsburgh?
What?
Butch again?
This is ridiculous.
3-2.
Oh.
Just trying to get Bush to win.
Anthony Beck, tight end legend, son Rocco Beck just went to Penn State. Where did Daddy go to school?
I need a clue. I have no idea.
Former Big East school. I don't know where they play now.
Cincinnati?
Oh, incorrect. Butch for the dub. You could get the dub right here. Former Big East school. Think Darius Slayton.
West Virginia.
Darius Slayton. There it is, Butch. Charles. Damn it. I wanted Butch to win. 3-3 going into the final one. I can't see my sounds. That was for you, Charles. Number 7, 3-3 game. Sean Ellis. First round pick. Sean Ellis. SEC.
Florida?
Damn it.
LSU?
Damn it. Incorrect. Back to you, Butch.
We'll get a clue. Let's get a clue.
You want a clue? This guy wants a clue. Okay, I'll give you a clue. Orange.
Tennessee.
And Butch takes it. I think Charms won the first 2 games that we've played, right?
Damn.
So there it is. He's coming back. Don't let him get hot.
I will say every Friday, Kane, I play this part, and Kane goes against us, and Mike did beat him last week. So
he did?
Kane was a little upset. Yeah, Kane was a little upset by it.
Next week, I'm going to do a Packers edition.
Well, that would be interesting.
We're going to see. We're going to really see.
The Olympics are on. I'm not studying.
Butch is going to be with a book.
Yeah,
But before we end every show, we do our rant. But before our rant, we're going to do our parlay this week. I'm going to pull up FanDuel. I'm going to go into it. Butch, have you settled on your pick yet?
I'll go last.
All right. Well, I'm going tomorrow. Michigan State -1.5 at Wisconsin. I know I said Wisconsin is a rising team. Stock is up, but not tomorrow.
I'm going to go
-1.5, -105.
I'm going to go UNLV at Boise State +9.5.
I love this pick because I hate Boise State.
That's fair.
And Butch, was that enough time for you to find yours?
It was. I've had it, but I'm going with my rising mid-major, St. Louis, -18.5 against Loyola.
Man, that's cool.
Yep. The Nun's gone. Their luck's over. The guy's selling parts at the Autoport store. It's done.
Okay, hold on. Bear with me. I gotta find it.
Big.
Gotta find it.
It's a big spread.
St. Louis basketball. Here we go. Fuel. I don't even see it. Did I type it wrong? Did I spell it wrong?
Saint and then Lewis. It's not complicated.
Yeah, but if you put ST, it doesn't show up. There it is. Okay.
It's
-18.5 at Loyola. Weren't you hyping up Loyola Chicago like 2 weeks ago?
No, I was.
I was excited about March Madness because teams like that are going to run. I was throwing it in Hags' face, but it's over. The run's done.
Okay, so the bet of Michigan State -1.5, UNLV +9.5, and St. Louis -18.5 is going to net you +614. I'm going to write this down so I don't have to search YouTube. Right. Michigan State.
You're welcome. I'm sure mine helped out a lot.
Yeah. -18.5. Definitely.
And I'm going to put $5 on it right now, and that's going to win me $30.72.
Living that luxury life, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Things are going to change for me when I hit this.
You can DoorDash some Chick-fil-A to yourself.
And just so you guys know, I am still living off of the parlay we hit 3 weeks ago because that was at a +590. So I'm still betting on that money. Just so everyone knows, that's how parlays work. You could lose 8 weeks in a row. You hit the one, and you're good.
Yeah.
You won for the season.
Unless they throw something like St. Louis out there.
Yeah.
Never doubt him.
Or Duke.
Never.
I trust St. Louis more than I trust Duke.
Shut your mouth.
Unreal. Now, before we close the show, we do our rants. Everyone has a rant. Everyone's upset. This week, Charms, what pissed you off?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about World Cup. World Cup's coming up here in the summer. And I've been talking to a bunch of people, especially family, about ticket pricing. Right. It is nothing like any other trying to get tickets. Okay. There's nowhere else to compare it to. It is almost impossible. We were talking about in the chat the other day about literally, hey, if you have access to try to get in. But I can tell you personally from my sister, she put in 1 minute after Chase Sapphires opened and was in line waiting for 30 minutes. By the time she was quote unquote getting ready to get in, 31 minutes in, it was sold out. So it's how, are we the only country that this happens to where one, the tickets are astronomical. They're crazy overpriced. That's number one. But number two, the fact that it is impossible to get a World Cup ticket. I understand that you're selling millions of tickets, but it shouldn't be this hard to try to get a freaking World Cup ticket. And what's going to end up happening is
no one cares.
I'm just saying. And also, they're just going to end up going into the second market, and people are going to make thousands of dollars off these tickets. Yep. It's just mind-blowing.
That's what you did with the when what's his name came in.
Yeah, when Messi came to
Messi. I'll go next, Butch. You got yours ready? I'll go.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll go. My rant's on Game of Thrones, this new show. There's no point for this show. I was very excited for it. Anything Game of Thrones, I get overly excited for. You got dragons, you got swords, you got betrayals, you got bad characters that you despise. All we've gotten so far is a fucking dick this big and a guy spray shitting behind a tree. It's nonsense. Every episode is 18 minutes long. Nothing happens. This guy's just riding around with this kid who turns out to be, of course, not who he's supposed to be. This guy's good. There's no sword fights. He's supposed to be a knight. He hasn't even taken his sword out. I don't even know if he is a knight. No one knows. It's weird show. There's no point to it. Get moving or get going. Get rid of this show. Lincoln Lawyer's better. Everything is better than this. It is better. There's no point for this show. I hate it. It's terrible. I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep wasting my Sunday nights, but there's no reason to keep going with this. There were so many
for House of Dragons
for Game of Thrones to keep going with. You could have Robert's Rebellion. You could have had a sequel. You could have had a prequel that's not about this. You could have had about anything else.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, honestly.
It's nonsense.
It's a filler for House of Dragons, but House of Dragons isn't coming out until probably
House of Dragons stinks. So, but at least there's dragons and fighting and betrayals. We get
Sounds
nothing
like
with
you're a little jealous of the opening second episode.
Yeah, of course. That guy has 19 of mine.
All right, Butchie.
So I've been going back and forth on this one. I have wanted to do this rant for 4 episodes now, but I just let the hatred build for 4 episodes. And my rant is about left lane drivers. Get the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing. It's common sense. The left lane is a passing lane, and get over. It's not a let me sightsee. It's not a carpool lane. It's not anything. It's pass the car and move over. It's that simple. And then you sit there and I see you looking at me in the rear view. The Jeep's up your rear end. Get the hell out of the way. And it's all these front platers that come over here. They park in the left lane. No, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
New York
are the worst.
New York.
It's both. It is both. And I know from experience, I'm going to leave it at that. And you park the car right on the trunk. They look in their rear view. Do they go faster? Nope. Do they move over? Nope. And the second you go to pass them on the right, then they move over. But then they go right back. You know what? Pass your damn car, get over in the right lane, and stop doing it. It's annoying.
Mm-hmm. And that's what drives me nuts the most. When you go in the middle to go around them, they speed up. It's like it means nothing to you to be in this lane because you could go to the middle and drive the same speed, but it's 1,000% always New Yorkers because they don't know how to drive on anything that goes faster than 30 miles an hour. They're
New Yorkers don't know how to merge either.
They have no idea what they're doing out there unless they're in bumper to bumper and honking. The second you put them on open road, and then what I picture in my head, I don't know if this is true, but I picture when they get to where they were going, the first thing they go is like, oh, there was no traffic. It was a great ride. It's all behind you. It's bumper to bumper behind you. You're going 60 in the left. Get out of the way.
And they don't do the speed limit. They do under.
No,
I could appreciate if you're going to do 90 in the left lane, you're going to do 80, you're going to do over the speed limit. That's fine. But when you're parked doing 45 on a major highway and there's 2 lanes, get out of the way.
Tailgating's illegal, just so everyone knows. We don't condone it.
Nope.
Which had an emergency.
A little bump and move, and that's not.
A little bump and move with the Jeep. That's not a bump and move.
I hate him so much.
Butch has a lifted Jeep. He could just drive right over the car. I don't know. He's got to do it one day. Caleb Williams is going to beat the Packers in the NFC Championship game, and don't get in front of him in the left lane.
You're not rage baiting me. You're not doing it.
I'll get you one of these days.
Nope. Nope.
But thank you, everyone that tuned in. Make sure you hit like on the page. Make sure you go to the page and subscribe to it. And as always, look forward to more content from Kaiju Live. It's the best channel on YouTube. Peace.
USA.